Regardless of the so-called equality and justice modernity guarantees, it's fairly obvious that men and women are different in many aspects such as biology, preferences, careers, and many more, including treatment before the law. Indeed, that's just how nature operates, and that's neither a good thing nor a bad thing, except for the law part, of course. If you've been on this planet long enough, chances are you've seen authorities shifting the narrative from time to time, causing confusion among the masses. For example, a few decades ago, doctors recommended tobacco. But these days, when checking patients out, they often ask them whether they smoke at all or not. And here comes today's topic, human nature. In the past, women were frowned upon if they were caught cheating, and as a result they would be a shame for their families. However, in modern society, in the name of reparation and equal treatment, women are encouraged to cheat if the man is not good enough, and sometimes even to have multiple partners throughout their fertile years. Most modern women want to take revenge on innocent men who live peaceful lives and do their best to improve themselves. They firmly believe in the idea that all men are evil, but when they finally get one and he's not good enough, they resort to all kinds of excuses for keeping him until they find a better man. Yes, I'm talking about traitors, or cheaters if you like, and if you invited an unloyal chick into your life who wants you back with crocodile tears, in this video, I'll tell you exactly what you should do. Stay tuned and learn how to beat the temptation. But before we go deeper, let me share the comment of the day. Shout out to Hank Stoke, hopefully I said that correctly. He said, Einstein gave us general relativity with the equation E equals mc squared. That made me think there must be a modern day dating equation. F equals man times mun squared, where F stands for female and mun stands for money, where men have to bring exponential money to a date. It also shows because something multiplied by 0 equates to 0, that when you have no money, you won't get any females, ever. With this equation in place, it's better to stay away from dating altogether and find value in life from other things than boobs. Well, now that's certainly one way to look at it. So, Hank Stock, don't forget to reach out to us by email to claim your $5. As usual guys, I will pick one comment from each video. It may be the funniest as you just saw, the most liked, or one that touched me, so don't forget to leave a comment and you may be our next winner. Now, back to the video. Let me share with you a life principle you must keep. No matter the gender of the person you're dealing with, never invite them into your life if they play the victim role. I laugh when brainwashed individuals called MGTOW names for sharing their experiences with women and their conclusions. They called us misogynists, far-right, incels, and many more. Actually, men going their own way are not paying much attention because these people do not add any value and just parrot what someone else has told them. They do no research whatsoever and can even believe that pigs fly if the media or the majority says so. They're people with no critical thinking skills, a fundamental skill. Do you know another idea these guys often accept? A woman cheating on you if they think you deserve it. Yes, I'm talking about hard-working men who care for their partner but still get cheated on. Once, I met one girl who told me how she came back to her ex-boyfriend. She was my high school classmate, and I must admit I liked her, but didn't make a move. At some point, she started dating another man of my class, which hurted me a lot, but this was a blessing in disguise because she was entitled and insufferable. I told myself I don't deserve low-quality women, and just by thinking this way, my life has drastically improved in the last few years. Now, let me share with you what she did. While she was dating my classmate, I noticed they had many arguments every single day, and whereas he was a quite laid-back man, she was making problems out of thin air. She came with typical phrases like, "You're always like this, you never change," etc. In short, generalizations. Unsurprisingly, nobody was calling her names or making assumptions about how women are. However, saying that most, not all, women are not marriageable is something everyone should report. Do you know what that is? Another double standard, but society won't tell you that because, it's accepted to say that men are bad and disposable. A few years later, I encountered her on the street during my workout, and she told me that she wasn't in contact with our classmate. They broke up. Then, she also told me she was dating her ex. So, out of curiosity, I asked her how they restarted the relationship. Her response was quite surprising. She told me that after finishing the relationship with our classmate, she texted her ex to ask him how he was doing, and they finally got back together. A mentor of mine told me a funny analogy to describe this kind of man. They're just like delivery pizza because they're hot once you want them and they're right at your door waiting for you. I've never heard a better metaphor, to be honest. And to end this video, let me share with you a segment of a Quora post, which is by the way linked in the description, to fully understand what you should do if she comes back out of the blue, especially if she's cheated on you. In this story, the man told the Quora community he cried in front of his girlfriend because she cheated on him and she slapped him, telling him to stop being a baby. Credit goes to William Gorder for making it so clear that anyone can easily understand why you should never take a cheater back. Listen up because you're going to love it. Kick that piece of shit to the curb and tell her to lose your fucking number. Tell her clearly there was some misunderstanding and she thought you were a bottom-feeding, easy slut like her. Thank her for clearing that up before you waste any more of your valuable time on her. This last phrase is very telling. Let me explain. I know many men, including myself, who used to get attached to a single woman, that's commonly known as one-itis, and think she's the only one who will ever love them. That is simply not true. Your time is a valuable asset, and as the CEO of your life, you must know how to invest it properly to get the biggest return possible. So continuing, William writes, then simply refuse to respond emotionally or verbally to anything other than asking if she's too stupid to find the door. You could tell her you're fresh out of maps, but you can call 911 for an escort. Then take however much time it takes to do boundary work and don't skip self-esteem, self-respect, and self-validation. This part is absolutely crucial, and that's when MGTOW comes into play. This philosophy and way of life is helping men get back their self-esteem, respect, and validation. Many men out there are using social media to get attention as if they were women, but that's just unproductive. Using your social media to promote your business and reaching out to prospects is way more valuable. As I said before, use your time wisely. I have another video on how social media is destroying society, so feel free to check it out after this. He continues with more truths many are not willing to accept. If you do that and actually work on it, not just half-ass it or read a couple of articles on it and think that makes it so, then you hopefully will shut many of these skanks down before it comes to this. I understand it hurts, it's normal to feel sad and want to cry, but only until you get what the reality of it is and take an opportunity for personal growth. This will also lead to repetitively practicing some new thinking patterns about yourself and internalizing some reasonable expectations that are assumed by default in a relationship. And you must validate your right to demand that however many hundreds of times it takes to burn that new way of thinking over the old one in your brain now. The full response to the question is in the comment section below, so feel free to check it out too. Anyway, that's it for today's video. As always, I wish you tremendous success. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Have you ever had to deal with a woman who came back to you out of the blue? What excuses did you use to justify her behavior? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Remember that if you leave the best comment, you will get $5. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video useful, hit the like and subscribe buttons, smash the bell icon, comment, and share it. See you in the next video. Till next time.